Hello! I am live today to plan out my July content. Let's see, there's a few comments already. So, hello, do not further to smash the like button. Thank you. We'll be working on book 3 of the Hunted series and a contemporary romance. That's cool for Camp Nano. And there's my computer letting me know that it's time to go live. All right, so I'm going to be planning out my content for July. So there won't be any sprints or timers or anything, but you can work on whatever while I work on this. I'll be talking you through it. Let me pull it up. I'm going to be doing, should I do this so it's big enough? I got another email. I'm going to be doing the spill the green tea prompt for this month. So every day I'm going to post something on Instagram that corresponds with each of these, as well as a reel. Usually the reel is a snippet of one of my books, either The Vault, The Four, or Omeo and Jewel. If you are tuning in, I do have some exciting news. My birthday is this month on July 25th, and I may be releasing a book on July 25th. So we will see when the proof copies come in how they look. And if they look good, then I'm going to be releasing a book on July 25th. Yes, it is on Instagram, and it is very pretty. I was choosing between this one and let's see, can I show it? And this one, but I decided to go with Spill the Green Tea for this month, so that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, so I may be releasing another book on July 25th. I'll probably announce later on in the live what book I'll be releasing. It will be one that I've already released, but like a different edition of it. So stay tuned and you can find out what book will be coming out on July 25th. So I'm going to be using my Clever Fox planner today. Let me make myself bigger. I'll be using my Clever Fox planner. I've been using this every month since, I think, March to do live streams and live filling out the planner. Last month I did it on Instagram, but this month I decided to do YouTube just because I like going live on YouTube better. Less people show up, but I do like doing it on YouTube better. So this month I already have some stuff written in here. Can't see it. But yeah, so we'll get started. Let me make this bigger so I can actually read it. So the first one is Friday Aesthetic, favorite thing about the world of your whip. So I'll make an aesthetic edit. I think I'm going to be doing everything for Omeo and Jewel for this month. So I'll be doing all the prompts for Omeo and Jewel because Omeo and Jewel comes out August. And then I've already actually planned out all of August. So I'll probably go over that in the live as well, what I plan to be doing for release month. So yeah, I'll do an aesthetic for Omeo and Jewel. And then we have the first vampire weekends of July, which I already decided I'm going to be doing True Blood. So on Saturday, I'm going to be posting just probably like a season 1 photo shoot picture. Like, yes, it will be something to do with vampires. It'll be about one of my other books. So it won't be like a whole new book, but it'll be another edition of one of my books. So that might be pretty exciting. Okay, so yeah, so this Saturday and the 2nd and Sunday the 3rd is going to be True Blood for Vampire Weekend. So I'm going to skip 2 and 3 on this. And then jump to day 4, which is any shanties or popular songs that makes them popular, well known. I do not have any songs for, like, in the book for Omeo and Jewel. So I might just post a playlist. I'll have to make a playlist. I have a playlist that I listen to. But I don't have a playlist that necessarily goes with the book. But I do have a playlist that I listen to while I write. All right. Day 5. How do people get their names in your world? How do they get their names? They're born with the names. They are inspired by Romeo and Juliet. So maybe I will post a picture of Romeo and Juliet that day. Maybe I'll do the 1996 version. And then the 6th, Writer Wednesday. What makes world building believable? I guess it depends on how good you write it. The Realms of Enchantment anthology comes out in September. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if my book made it or not, or my short story made it into your anthology or not, but it was fun to write for. But I'm excited. Even if my book didn't make it, I will definitely be buying it and checking it out, and sharing it, hoping that we can get this out there. Hopefully a lot of people will see the anthology. That'll be really awesome if because I don't get a ton of people buy my books, but I think if I'm part of an anthology, at least my family will buy it. And I have, let's see, 11 aunts and uncles on my mom's side and 8 on my dad's side. So that's like at least 19 people who will buy the book. So yeah, the Realm of Enchantments, that's pretty awesome. Yes, I did. I wanted to see more from those characters. Okay. There we go. So yeah, so the Realm of Enchantment. So that's in September. I'll actually write a note of that on the top of my planner here, so I remember that. Comes out in September. So I'll make sure that I don't have any other book releases, because I'm going to have hopefully the book that comes out this July 25th. And then August 30th is going to be Omeo and Jewel. And then I'm hoping to have the sequel to The Vault come out by the end of this year, maybe late November, kind of how The Vault came out in November. I'm aiming for the Society to come out. I did start rereading it today, but then I remembered that I got my 4th and hopefully final proof copy of Omeo and Jewel, because the cover has been messed up every time I've gotten it. So I've had to adjust it a little bit, but the cover is basically perfect. I just had to move it over a tiny bit more. So I'm reading through my 4th and hopefully last proof copy of Omeo and Jewel. And then I've only found a couple mistakes, and it's mainly just like tenses. I have a few present tense verbs that should be past tense. So I'm hopefully going to finish reading through this. I mean, I just started today, but I'm hoping by July 1st so that all of July I can do Camp Nano. But anyway, day 6. What is day 6? What makes world building believable? I have no idea. Just, I guess, how well you write it, how well you have everything mapped out. So maybe I will do a reel that day talking about world building. Oh, and I wrote that on the wrong day. I wrote that on the 7th. And the 7th is mood board, show us the inhabitants. So I will do, what is that called? Just a moment here. Art breeder. I will make an art breeder for all of my characters, for maybe the main 6 characters. I do have them for the main 2 characters, for Omeo and Jewel, but I could make it for the rest of them. So that'll be the 7th. I just have to remember that I switched those 2 days. The 8th. What is a typical dish you can order in your world? Blood. So Jewel's favorite food is O negative. So maybe I'll just do some a post of some blood bags. And then on the 9th and the 10th is going to be Vampire Weekends. And so the 9th and the 10th is going to be Angel the series. So on the 9th, I'm going to be posting a photo, probably a promo photo for season 1, maybe either season 1 or season 5. And then on the 10th, I'm going to be posting Angel the series versus Buffy the Vampire Slayer as my reel. So we'll see what people vote on between Angel and Buffy. Ooh, there's a True Blood cookbook. I used to work at Half Price Books, and I think I had seen that there was a True Blood cookbook, unless it's new, but I'm pretty sure I saw that there was a True Blood cookbook. We had one at Half Price Books when I worked there. Okay, so day 11 is Magical Monday. Is magic common, special, or forbidden? So there's not like witchcraft type magic in the universe, but I guess magic kind of has to be real for vampires to exist. So I'm going to just say yes, but only to make vampires. Because I don't really go into the mythology of how vampires were made in Omeo and Jewel. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. That's a lie. but that's a spoiler alert. So we'll ignore I said that. Okay, 12, magic or science, this or that. In my world, I guess it would be science magic. I don't know, because it doesn't really have either. Maybe I need to do some more world building. So science. Oh, but I have to decide what I'm going to post these days. So on the 11th, I will just post some vampire teeth photos, because I actually had one that I was going to post this month, but I ended up not posting it. The 12th was science or magic, and I'm going to post science. So maybe I will just post some like astronomy pictures, because there's an astronomy scene, like Jewel and Prince Arius, who you'll meet. Paris from Romeo and Juliet is Prince Arius. So Jewel's like other love interest, who's not really a love interest, but like her family setting her up, like in Romeo and Juliet. So Jewel's second love interest is Prince Arius, Prince Arius, and he. Where was I getting to? Oh yeah, they go to her planetarium, because she has a planetarium on her property, and they look at the stars through the planetarium. So there's that scene. So astronomy / a planetarium photo. Okay, the 13th is, what does that say? Hinewood? Lanude? I have no idea. One Line Wednesday. I was like, what word is that? One Line Wednesday history. Let me actually open up my document for Romeo and Jewel and see if the word history is in my book at all. I don't think it is, but I'm going to check really quick. History. If I can spell it right. Oh. Our family's history. Okay. Okay, so I do use the word history 3 times. So I guess I will use history quote from Romeo and Jewel. Why do I keep saying Romeo? It's Omeo and Jewel. All right. Day 14. The last place you'd want to visit in my world, the last place would be the Red Room. So how things work in that world is there is royalty. You have the king of the vampires, and then you have the king and queen of the humans. And they aligned in Veronovania 87 years ago. I don't remember the exact number, but it's one of those numbers. And so they hold court hearings in the Red Room. And if you're on trial in the Red Room, you're most likely guilty. And so the king, I don't remember his name, but the king, he is the judge, and then the king and queen of the humans are the jury, and they usually make everyone guilty. And then I also have a king and queen of the neighboring country, which I can't think of off the top of my head, because I've been so busy writing a different book and then outlining my book for Camp NaNoWriMo that I just do not remember these characters from Romeo and Jewel, which is why this read through is good. I think it's King Rodney? I don't know. Does that sound right? I'm just going to look it up really quick. Yeah, it is King Rodney. Okay, King Rodney is the king of the vampires. And then sorry for being quiet. I'm just looking up the queen's names. King Mikhail and Queen Carla. Right? No, that doesn't sound right. Those were the old king and queen. The current king and queen is Queen Brooke and King Bax, named after my pets, which I totally blanked. How many times does Katie say Romeo and not Omeo? All the time. I say it all the time. I'm sorry. Yes, but Queen Brooke was my old dog. My old dog's name was Brooke, and my current dog's name is Bax, and I can't believe I forgot. That's what I named my king and queen after. But I forgot. So yeah, so it's King Rodney is the king of the vampires, and Queen Brooke and King Bax are king and queen of the humans in this world. So you don't want to go to the Red Room is where I was getting to. All right. Day 15, fantastical and fabulous. What's the fashion like? Does your main character have a fashion sense? So it is like kind of like royalty. It's like modern, but it does have royalty. So it's not like the Regency era, which is kind of a little bit based off when I started writing it. That's why they only wear like ball gowns and really formal attire. But there are like cars and cell phones. So yeah. And then we are at Vampire Weekend again. And it's going to be the TV show First Kill, which came out last month, beginning of this month. First Kill, it is actually a Romeo and Juliet retelling with vampires, which I didn't know existed until I watched it like a month ago. I think I saw the trailer like a month and a half ago, but it's so instead of Romeo and Juliet, it's I'm going to say the name right, Calliope and Juliet. So it's two women. And Calliope's family are vampire hunters and they're human. And then Juliet's family are vampires, but they're legacy vampires. So they like can't die, basically, or we don't know how they died. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing First Kill for that Vampire Weekend. I'm going to do the promo shot of Calliope and Juliet. And then on the 17th, I'm going to do human versus vampire. So let me actually do hunter versus vampire and see, like, would you rather be a vampire hunter or would you rather be a vampire? Okay. So the 18th is describe a day in the life of your main character. So there is, I guess I could do I want to do Omeo or do I want to do Jewel? I guess I could do Omeo. So I'm actually saying Omeo this time and not Romeo. But Omeo's day in his life, he goes to work at Monte Steaks because his family's last name is Monte instead of Montague. And then he goes to family dinner. So maybe I could do an aesthetic for his steak shop. Okay, where to watch this? It's actually on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I believe, let me see when it came out. I can Google this really quick. First Kill. June 10th is when it came out. So it just came out. I watched the whole thing in one day. Yeah, so it's called First Kill. Let me type this in the comments. Of course, I made a typo, but First Kill, and it is on Netflix. All right, so day 19. Day 19, good versus evil. No, I can't read. Good gods versus evil gods. How does that relate to my book? I guess good gods, but I don't really know how that relates to my book, so maybe I will just make an edit. I haven't made a reel in a while, so I will make a reel. Do I use the word God in my book at all? I'm pretty sure I don't. Because all my vampire books, none of them are really religious. And I do that on purpose because I don't know. I'm not really religious, so I don't use. I use the word goddess 3 times, so maybe I will use quote goddess. Yeah, I use the word goddess 3 times. Okay, let's see. My goddess all dressed up in white just for my eyes to see. The bronze goddess turned her affection to me and I was breathless as her green eyes met my brown ones. And then I realized I was just a boy and she was a goddess. Okay, that one's kind of cute. And to list, thank you. Yep, you're welcome. It's pretty good. It's kind of cheesy because they're both like in high school and it's kind of like love at first sight for Juliet. And then you see the hardships because what's her name? Calliope. She goes by Kale, but her family are hunters and they hate vampires and there's other demons and creatures in the show too, which is kind of cool. The CGI is pretty terrible and the acting is all right, but I like the show. I thought it was cute. And it was kind of cool that I was writing a Romeo and Juliet story retelling with vampires and then they came out with one. So there's a market for it, at least. That's good to know. All right. Day 20. Are superheroes a thing in your world? No, but vampires are. So no. I don't know what I'm going to post that day. I'll figure it out. 21st or 21. Are there places in your world considered to be dangerous or tied to evil? I already did the Red Room on the 14th. Any other places that are dangerous, I guess? Just for Monte, if you work at the Vampulettes, if you go to a Vampulette place, it's dangerous. Like the first scene of the book is Jewel and her brother Bolt are at a Vampulette club called Blood Shack, and then Ram and Sari, who are Omio's cousins, they show up, and then a fight ensues. So that's like the first scene of the book. All right. So the Vampulette for Montes. So for some of these, I'm just writing things. I'm not even writing posts that I'm going to make, but we'll get there. 22. Describe your main character's favorite sights. So Omio's favorite sight is Jewel. And Jewel's favorite sight is probably blood. Maybe I will make a Covet fashion edit of Jewel. I can do that day. And then we're at Vampire Weekends again. And so for the 23rd and the 24th, it's going to be Blade. A reel on vampire superpowers. I will figure out how my reel is going to work. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. I could do a reel talking about what the powers that the vampires in this world have. That's actually a good idea. Thank you. So I could do that for that day. But yeah, so Vampire Weekend is going to be Blade. So on the 2nd, I'm going to be posting a picture of Blade, either from the first movie or I'll do a promo photo. And then for the 24th, I'm going to do Blade versus Dracula. Who's your favorite? I'm sure most people's will be Blade because Dracula and Blade wasn't like awesome. I mean, he was kind of cool and he was really buff and he's the guy from Prison Break. But I'm going to do that just to see overall. Would you root for Blade or would you root for Dracula? And then 25th. Mood board Monday, legendary figure. So I will do a mood board I'll just do like a vampire mood board because vampires are kind of legendary, I guess. 26. What do people do to honor those who have passed away? I have no idea what they do, which I probably should figure out. This is teaching me that I should do more world building than I do. I guess they cry. Or I guess for vampires, when somebody passes away and to become a vampire, there's a whole ceremony they do. But I don't know what to post for that. I don't know. 26. What do people do to honor those who have passed away? Yay, Blade. They're redoing Blade for Marvel. Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually pretty exciting. I love Blade. I rewatched the trilogy in May. So I saw it when I was younger, but I was probably too young to have watched it. So I didn't really remember it. So I rewatched it in May and I really, really liked it. All 3 of the movies I liked. Ryan Reynolds was in the 3rd one. So that was kind of cool. But Blade was he was killer in all of them. So the 26th. What do people do to honor those who passed away? I don't know. I'll just post a picture of a coffin. That works. I'll post a picture of a coffin. On the 27th, Writer Wednesday, does the world play a big role in the story? Is it more background? It is more of a background. The characters are the main point, and so is the love story. I think I could post a picture of a balcony because the balcony scene, I made sure to include, like, that's one of the longest scenes because there was another Romeo and Juliet. I think it's called Romeo and Juliet and Vampires because I looked it up before I started writing it to see like what other types of stories were out there. And that was the only one I could find. And it's kind of like First Kill where the Romeo's family are vampire hunters. And in my family, they're not. They make steaks and they hate the Vampulettes, but they're not vampire hunters. So I made sure to have that difference. And then one of the comments, because I was reading the reviews for it to see what people liked and didn't like about the book. So I knew, like, going into this, writing this story, what types of things that I should include and shouldn't include. So I made this, one of the comments was that the balcony scene was really short. So I made sure to have the balcony scene be like a really big point in my story. Okay. A party in honor of the one that passed away. Maybe. I still have no idea what I'm going to do that day. But I'm just going to, oh yeah, I think I'm just posting a coffin. So when someone passes away, they get a coffin, which coffins aren't even like addressed in my world. Yeah, I realize I don't do a lot of world building. I kind of just go along as I go. 28, show us a mood board reel of all the elements that inspired the creation of the world. So I'm going to do a reel. So am I doing like an aesthetic of the book? Oh yeah, the first day. So I'll do a reel aesthetic. And then the 29th is going to be the last day that I'm going to use this prompt for. So the 29th is what's custom that's common in your world but weird on Earth. I guess the drinking of blood. What else is custom? I guess steaks being just readily available. And the guard. The guard is like the police department, but the guard is more effective and, you know, does good work, which my parents would hate me saying because both of my parents are retired police officers. But yeah, the guard is like the police department, but good and effective. So 29th, what should I post? What's a custom that's common in your world but weird, unique on Earth? Maybe I'll do like blood sharing because that's a custom between two people, two vampires that love each other. But I don't know what I'll post for that day. Maybe I can post a picture of my book. I'll post the cover. Romeo and Jewel. All right. And then, so on Saturday, it's going to be 1 month until Saturday the 30th. It'll be 1 month until Romeo and Jewel comes out. So I'm going to post, so for that vampire weekend, I'm going to do my own books. So I'm going to post The Vault on the 30th. And then on the 31st, I'm going to post The Four. And then I've already planned out all of August because I went backwards from release day and I planned out all my content for how I'm going to post up to release month. So I'll just tell you guys now what I'm going to be posting. So on August 1st, I'm going to make a post about pre-order incentives again. And then on the Tuesday the 2nd, I'm going to make a reel announcing that it is officially 4 weeks until my book is coming out. On the 3rd, I'm going to do a quote about from Romeo and Jewel. On the 4th, an aesthetic. On the 5th, a selfie with the book. And then that's Saturday, Sunday for, I apologize if you can hear the baby crying. I've been staying at my sister's house for the past month and a half. And just for a little break, because I live with my parents. So I came here for like an extended vacation, and that's why I've been writing so much. So she has a baby, and the baby cries. So anyway, so the Saturday, the 6th, and Sunday, the 7th, Vampire Weekend is going to be Being Human, the TV show. I'll probably post a picture from the US version of the vampire. I can't remember what his name is. What is his name? I don't remember what his name is because I watched Being Human like 3 or 4 years ago. And then I'll do Being Human, the US versus the UK version for my, like, I like to do versus things. Note to self, read the 4 and post Amazon reviews. Thank you. I would love that. The 4 has gotten mixed reviews. I did have an error that, it wasn't really an error. It was just, in my world, you could use different, like when you talk to royalty, you could use different, like if someone was a princess, you could call them your majesty or whatever. Like it was just, it didn't really matter. But I got a review saying that it was lazy of me to have that. So I changed all of the, like, your majesties to your highness, your royal highness, to make it proper and match modern day, or not modern day, but like how they used to say things. So I changed that. So the princesses are all called by the right titles and everything in my book now, which I didn't have before. And it only happened like 3 or 4 times that I called them by other names, but I fixed that. And I think it was because Well, yeah, it was just because I had it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so on Monday the 8th, I'm going to be posting the whole cover of the book, so the front, spine, and back. On the 9th, I'm going to announce that I'm doing a giveaway. I'll be releasing, I'll be doing a giveaway for the vault. I think I'm going to give away one copy of the vault. I'm going to give away both my bookmarks, and I may be giving away the 4 as well, but I have to get another copy of the 4. So I might give away the 4 in the vault, bookmarks, and a little printout for the 4 that I have. So I'll be doing a giveaway, and I'll be announcing that on August 9th. On Wednesday, I'll be posting a reel of a quote from the book. On Thursday, the 11th, I'll be posting how many pages it is. On the 12th, I'll be posting a reel with what celebrities I would cast as my characters. And then the next Vampire Weekends is going to be What We Do in the Shadows. I actually haven't seen that one, but I watched the first episode and I didn't like it, but somebody had suggested it, so I'm going to do it for them. So I'll have to figure out, I'll probably post just a promo photo, and then I'll have to figure out What We Do in the Shadows, what to do for my reel on Sunday. And then on the 15th, I crossed out what I was going to do and did not write in place what I am going to post. So, oh yeah, I never mind. I underlined the days that I'm going to be posting a photo of the book. So like a photo of the book with things like, I don't know how to describe it, but just like a photo of the book. On the days that I underlined, I'll be posting a photo of the book. And then the days that I put a square around, I'm going to be doing a countdown. So for the 15th, 13th, 11th, 9th, 7th, 5th, 3rd, and the 1st, I'm going to be posting pictures of my book. And then on the 14th, 12th, 10th, 8th, 6th, 4th, and 2nd, I will be posting countdown photos. So it'll just say like 3 days until release, 4 days or 5 days until release, because it's on odd days. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 days until release. And on release day, I'll be posting a photo of me with the book. So for the 15 days or 14 days leading up to release, I'll just be posting pictures of the book or a countdown. So everybody will know that that's when the book's coming out, which is why I decided to not do a plan with me for August, because from half the month, I already know what I'm going to post. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing for release day. And now I can announce the book that I'll be releasing on July 25th, hopefully. Let's hope that proof copies come back good. So I'm going to be releasing a hardcover edition for the vault. It's going to have a different cover. If you look at my screen closely, you can see at the bottom what the cover is going to look like. So I might as well show it. Let me show myself first, and then let me show you what the cover is going to look like. All right. I wasn't going to reveal the cover, but I'll show you the cover. So this is what it's going to look like. It has a new background. I made the font bigger, and then it has a tagline. The vault has strict rules that can never be broken. And then on the back, it goes into the blurb. So this is what the hardcover should look like if it all shows up good. I'm ordering proof copies today, so hopefully 25 days it arrives, and then it turns out good, and hopefully I can release the hardcover on my birthday. Well, I'd probably release it a couple days before my birthday. I'll stop sharing my screen, so it's just me now. Yeah, so that is the exciting news. Hopefully on July 25th, the vault will have a hardcover edition, so if you want to buy that, thank you. You guys are the second people to know. The first people to know was TikTok. I posted it on my story, so not a lot of people watch stories on TikTok, so I think I can see how many people saw that. Let's go to TikTok. Oh yeah, if you want to follow me on TikTok, my TikTok is WriterKSY. 46 people saw my TikTok announcing it, but only 9 people liked it. So probably only 9 people really watched it. And I have a bunch of notifications, but I'm turning my TikTok off. But yeah, so on hopefully July 25th, the hardcover edition of The Vault will come out. I don't believe I'll have a hardcover of the 4 because it's a novella and it's so skinny. And then, so the 2 books are my plan for the rest of the year. August, Omeo and Jewel at the end of that. And then the Realm of Enchantments, I guess. That's exciting. September. And then hopefully November, the Society will come out. And then the other exciting news is I'm going to release the Society and the Vault combo set. And that I think I'm just going to do in hardcover. And I think I'm going to make that hardcover myself. I'm going to try to make it like kind of like those old school hardcovers. I've already played around with a couple backgrounds on Canva. Let me see if I still have them up. I don't know how my phone showing you my phone will be because I've never done that on camera. But I can show you what like the idea I have for it to look like. Kind of like that. And then this would be the back. This is just what I played around with stuff. So that would be the back and then it would say something on the back. But though that's kind of what I was playing around with, but it'll probably be red. So the full complete series. Hopefully that'll come out by the end of the year because if the Society's out, I don't see why I wouldn't just combine the 2 manuscripts and then release that maybe for Christmas or something. So hopefully the Vault, July, Omeo and Jewel, August, Realm of Enchantments, September, hopefully November, the Society. I'm not going to promise anything, but it's written and I liked everything that I wrote in my first draft. There wasn't any like huge changes as I was writing it that I wanted to make. So I just have to reread it and make sure that every question that was left open from the first book is answered and to make sure that there's no more questions asked because it's the last book. It's a duology. There's a lot of people die in it, so there's that to look forward to. There's some romance. It's fade to black, everything that happens. So Declan gets a love interest, kind of, and Amber gets 2 love interests, kind of. So that's exciting. Busy Bee, this was fun. Glad I could be here. Yeah, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. It really sucks to do lives when no one shows up. So I'm really glad that you showed up and you were here for most of it. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for stopping by. If you caught the replay, thank you. Hopefully you made it all the way to the end of the replay and saw all the exciting things I have for the rest of the year because I probably won't post about those things until like I know for certain that it's going to happen. So like I'm not going to post about the Vault releasing the hardcover until probably my birthday on Instagram. And I won't make a post on TikTok probably until Instagram. So it's just on my TikTok story, which will be gone in 24 hours. So yeah, you guys are the only ones who know if you made it this far through the video. So thank you and have a good rest of your day. I hope it goes well.